What is up, bros and broettes? I'm STG44, and today is a super special episode of Versus because today is the first time ever we have a legendary weapon on the show. Yes, that's right, we are comparing the STG44 Relic versus the Obsidian Steed. Now, the reason why I chose these two guns is because we all know the Obsidian Steed is a beast, and the STG44 Relic is kind of like the new kid on the block. He's really, really good, and I wanted to see which one was better. So we're going to get into it, look at the stats, and see once and for all which one of these guns is better to help you become a better gamer. So if you could hit that like button, that'd be super greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is the damage. So the damage for the Relic goes like this: 40 damage up close, 33 at mid-range, and 24 at long range, making it a 3, 4, and 5 bullet kill, respectively. Next up, we got the Obsidian Steed, and the Obsidian Steed has 34 damage at a range, 34 at mid-range, and 25 at long range, making it a 3 to 4 bullet kill, which is extremely, extremely good, being able to get a 4 bullet kill at any range, and because of that, boom, plus 10 points for the Obsidian Steed. It sounds like the STG44 should have better damage, especially because of that 40 up close, but it actually doesn't make a difference as far as bullets to kill, and that's really what's important. So because of that, like I said, Obsidian Steed got the plus 10 points. Next thing we're looking at here is the fire rate. So the fire rate on the STG44 Relic is 857 fire rate, which is a beastly, beastly fire rate, and it's the same fire rate that the Bal normally has, but the Obsidian Steed has downed fire rate, which makes it 750 fire rate, which is the normal fire rate of the regular STG44, but because of that, the Relic gets plus 10 points, making it 10-10. The next thing we're going to be looking at is range here. So range is interesting here because the range on the STG44 Relic is huge compared to the range on the Obsidian Steed. So the Obsidian Steed from from short to mid range, you got 200 inches. That's it, 200. Whereas the STG44 has 650. Whereas from medium to long range, you got 1,200 for the Obsidian Steed, whereas you have 1,500 for the STG44 Relic. So because of that, we are going to give the STG44 Relic plus 10 points. So we now have the Relic with the lead by 10 points. The next thing we're going to be looking at is hip spread. The hip spread is just straight up better on the STG44. There's no really information I can give to you guys on that. It's just better. So now it's 30-10 for the Relic. And now the next thing we're going to be looking at is view kick, and view kick is honestly the worst category for the STG. The recoil on this thing is really, really bad. If I'm being honest, it hops up a lot whenever the recoil pattern happens. It's just basically going straight up with a little bit of side-to-side action. But it's way worse, way, way, way worse than the Obsidian Steed. The Obsidian Steed almost feels like there's no recoil all the time. So in comparison, the Obsidian Steed gets plus 10 points. So 30-20 for the STG44 Relic. So I don't know if you're surprised by that, but it's some important information. The one more thing we need to look at is the aim down sights time. The aim down sights time is better for the Obsidian Steed. It's 225 instead of 250. Also, the raise and drop times are better for the Obsidian Steed, which means you can switch between weapons a little bit quicker, actually 200 milliseconds quicker with the Obsidian Steed than you can with the STG44 Relic. So that brings us to a tie, and the thing that we're going to have to do to decide which one of these guns is better is we're going to have to go ahead and look at time to kill. So as you guys know, time to kill is the amount of time it takes to drop someone in game, not counting for lag compensation. So as far as this goes, the STG44 Relic wins by a lot. Like I don't even need to give you guys a number. It's over 100 milliseconds. It's a really, really big time, and it's simply because of that fire rate increase to over 100 larger than the Obsidian Steed. So what does this mean? This means the STG44 Relic gets plus 10 points, giving it the lead, giving it the win, making it better than the Obsidian Steed. I don't know if you guys are going to be shocked by this. I know the recoil is a little bit hard to handle on the STG44 Relic, but just by looking at the stats, we can see that yes, the STG44 Relic, because of that fire rate increase, is better than the Obsidian Steed. Other than that, if it wasn't for that fire rate increase, the Obsidian Steed would still be top dog, but it's not. That's just not the way it is. So we're going to give the STG44 Relic the win for the first time a legendary weapon comes on here. So if you could leave a like rating, that'd be super greatly appreciated. Check me out on Twitter, link in the description. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Love every single one of you guys, and until next time, peace out.